Hi, everyone, and welcome to a new episode of the Cardano Podcast. I'm Ryan Morrison, your host, and today I'll show you an interview I did with Albert, who is behind the project Content Creator Fanbase DEFI DAPP. You can find it in Fan 4 under dApps and Integrations. Before we get into the interview, remember that you can vote for the Cardano Podcast or give us kudos in the meantime, because the voting is not yet open. But that way you can help us growing and maintaining this podcast where we interview different projects and also people that are doing and developing on Cardano and helping in growing this community. So with that said, let's jump right to the interview I did with Albert to talk about the Content Creator Fanbase project. Hi, everyone. So as promised, I'm here with Albert from the project that I just mentioned is Content Creator Fanbase. And first, thanks, Albert, for taking the time to discuss also with the community about the project.
Yeah, no problem. It's an honor to be here. Thank you very much for this podcast.
No, thank you. And maybe before we start, maybe we can you can give us a quick intro of yourself, and then we discuss more about the project itself.
Yeah, sure. My name is Albert. I've been a software engineer in Silicon Valley for about 5 years. And before that, coming to Silicon Valley, I had my own gaming startup. So I started as a game developer. I built 15 different games. I was in Korea, South Korea, as an entrepreneur with making mobile games since 2012. And from 2014 to 2016, I had my mobile game startup. We got $200,000 in investment from the Korean government and also Digital Entertainment Ventures, where I kind of started on my entrepreneurship journey there. And then, my gaming company kind of competing with these large guys like Tencent and Nexon from South Korea. It didn't work out very well. I had to, sell off my company, kind of all the assets, and came to the US to get a job. I worked at the Visa Card as a software engineer. I did payments for about 2 years in Visa Card. Then I went into payments for Android mobile payments for Point Incorporated. And then from there, I worked at Amazon for about a year and a half. And then in Amazon, I learned about mobile payments, but a lot of different types of technologies for Ring as well. So kind of worked in the key team for in-app, kind of in-garage door delivery and things like that. So I've been a software engineer for a while, and I'm really intrigued by blockchain and how it's changing the world. I've known about Bitcoin since like 2013. I definitely wish I bought then. Everyone regrets it, knowing about Bitcoin. But I won several programming contests since 2016, though. And when Bitcoin was like less than $1,000 or something like that, 2016, I won my first Coinbase hackathon while I was getting into Visa Card.
Oh.
And I won third place there at Coinbase, won 1 Bitcoin. I thought, man, I only get 1 Bitcoin for winning this prize. And then good thing I kept it.
Oh, great.
So that was a pretty exciting time for me. And, I've definitely delved more into blockchain technology. I won third prize in the World Crypto Economic Forum Hackathon 2000, I think that was 17 or 18, building a chaincred.com. I still have the URL, but it was a web-based decentralized credit rating system, where it was like I had the concept of a decentralized borrowing and lending money with something like Uniswap, but using that to make a credit rating system where it can, move that credit rating everywhere, because I got hacked by Equifax hack, right? So Equifax got hacked. I lost all my social security number out there somewhere in the internet. Someone can, do everything to me. So I was kind of very scared, and I wanted a decentralized way where I had all the control of my personal information with blockchain technology. And that won the prize for that competition. And New Cipher, they gave me a lot of ETH. And that's when I really got into blockchain technology. And now I'm really going full time in crypto, kind of delving like super totally into Cardano network, which I kind of really believe in, and I believe in Hopkinson. I truly believe the founder has very good way of not just technology part, but the organizational structure, the reward incentive for keeping this organization alive. So I really believe in Cardano. Definitely not financial advice, but I truly believe in the founder and how he's running the system. And I think it's a hedge against the Ethereum. If something goes wrong and Ethereum Classic comes again, I think ETH developers like me, or people using Solidity and kind of using the Ethereum blockchain, they should take a look at Cardano as well as a hedge. So yeah, that's my introduction. Yeah, great to meet you.
Yeah, that's a good segue to to discuss the project, because before we start that, I think it's also interesting to see. You talked a bit about Ethereum, and then how many, or how do you also think that many developers that are now developing on Solidity might also consider Cardano? Maybe for the ones that don't know, maybe you can just give them a bit of an idea of like, what do you think, like from a perspective from a programmer, you should consider Cardano if you're coming from Ethereum?
Definitely, as an engineer, like Solidity and kind of how they program things on the Ethereum blockchain. There's like a kind of it was the first smart contract blockchain, pretty much Ethereum, and has a very good brand. And definitely, what Vitalik did, Buterin did with Ethereum is amazing. And I think it was a pretty good choice. And I truly believe Ethereum will go a long way, but there was, even if you look at the technology side of things, technology is a little bit finicky sometimes. One small move on the wrong direction, and it can be completely obsolete depending on whether it's the team, the organization structure, or there's a million ways a startup can disintegrate. And if you look at history, one of those are, for example, VHS versus like some other kind of tape, right? That was the tech battle between them, and then CD-ROM and DVD came out, and no one uses those tapes anymore. Same thing with Facebook and MySpace. Who knows? But I think right now that is something you should hedge against, just in case as a developer. You don't want all your skills in one basket. So me coming from a background in like a Solidity developer with Ethereum, I'm still looking at Cardano as like a hedge against Ethereum as an engineer. So some people, you might have your tokens already on the ETH blockchain, and maybe those, sometimes the transaction fees spike up. It becomes like crazy. And then you look at Cardano and hey, there's like less traffic there. It's faster. They've already implemented the staking and everything's there. Oh, why not use it? It's between, you should kind of be as flexible as changing server technology between them. So
Yeah.
I'm looking at Cardano like, hey, I'm going to try to launch, even if, I might use Ethereum in the beginning for testnet and prototype. Maybe in the, actual deployment of the mainnet, I probably use Cardano because it's faster, and even maybe use both blockchains at the same time. So, maybe half of my tokens here, half of my NFTs here, these types of ways of hedging. As a DApp developer, you should be flexible. So that's kind of my thoughts as an engineer, using both blockchains at the same time.
Yeah, that's a great way to put it. Also, as a hedging your risk, basically. Now, maybe we can discuss also that you put a proposal on Fund 4, and for listeners of the podcast, if you want to go and check it out, you can go on Fund 4 in the campaign dApps and integrations, and if you look for content creator Fanbase, then you'll be able to find it and read more about it. Maybe you can give us an idea of what was the problem that you saw, and how what it is about.
Definitely. How about I share my screen? Is that
Sure.
possible? Let me, if you can click on the.
Yeah, now you should be able to share it.
All right. Let me see if I can share my screen here. Okay, share. Cool. You guys see my screen? All right.
Yep.
So this is the content creator DeFi DApp application I put in. Yeah, to kind of like you and me, I lived in Korea more than America, so my English writing skills aren't there very good. I was born in the U.S., but I still kind of my writing skills aren't as good as my Korean writing skills, or kind of both suck. So I started talking with students. But it is basically what I'm doing is a content creator Fanbase DeFi app. I know it's a very long word, but the very simple idea of this is content creators can make money with DeFi. Content creators bring their fan base to stake their tokens. It's pretty much like a bank where how if you certain banks you refer them or affiliate code and they come to deposit because of you to their bank, like Bank of America or Ally Bank. You deposit the money. The affiliate money comes in back and forth depending on how much the person deposited because of the affiliate. So it's kind of like affiliate but content creators. I had this problem even running my own YouTube channel, for example. I had this problem with if YouTube shut me down, my fans disappear. I can't keep track of my fans. So a lot of these content creators on YouTube nowadays, they're actually giving out the texts or getting an email list to keep track of their fans. Now, that's one problem I wanted to solve with having this DeFi DApp. The other was like actually knowing which fans have been the most loyal, which number are they? Are they the first 10 fans? Are they the first 100 fans? That was another problem I wanted to solve. And third and most important is like get these content creators to make money with even 100 fans. Like if you have less than 1,000 subscribers, you're not making money on YouTube with ads. They only monetize after 1,000 subscribers, and there's all this like things you have to go through to actually monetize on YouTube. So that was like the main problem I wanted to solve. So how does it work? Pretty much. So there's like two parts. Let me go into the DeFi part of it because that's like the most exciting part, right? So currently there's like a DeFi pool, and the basic premise of Uniswap, for example, Uniswap is you provide the liquidity, and because you provide the liquidity, you get the payments every time someone swaps a token or kind of uses the exchange. So there is an exchange part of this as well. So adding that exchange, people kind of swap their tokens. I'm making some OBS plugins for Twitch streamers or YouTube streamers. So when they stream and people swap tokens on their plugin or deposit money, the Twitch streamer makes some money as well. So there is a deposit side of things. And when a fan kind of deposits the money, provides liquidity, in other terms, or they swap tokens, part of the fee, part of the money goes to that content creator because the content creator is using that plugin. And the content creator can actually see which fans are doing this regularly and very, very kind of frequently. And also can keep track of like which fans are most loyal and giving them money. So kind of like Twitch bits, but with banking in particular. So this is like kind of taking power from the banks, giving it back to the people, and doing a lot of the banking, but with Twitch streamers and content creators. There's another aspect to this as well, which is the affiliate kind of marketing side of things. So this is kind of a little prototype of one of the features, other than the decentralized finance part of it, is you share this link as a fan. So you copy this link that is generated from your favorite content creator, and you share it somewhere. You share it on Facebook, and one of your friends clicked on that link and seen the post. So this is like trying to get viral marketing out there. And then you see your rank. So you see your username, your user ID, and your score of how many people seen this content because of the user or fan shared the link. So this is like the exciting kind of affiliate marketing side of their fans sharing these links, and you can actually add a bounty of tokens. So where these tokens are used is there's a bounty of the the fan who shared the most get the bounty, like 10 tokens or something. And every week you can make that kind of contest. So that is pretty much kind of the basic idea of this. And then
One
inside,
question in that is the plan to do it with that is a smart contract for, let's say, that says like the top 5 fans that contributed the most, the ones that get the from the pool, or how do you envision that part?
Oh, exactly. So there is some parts of it will be kind of centralized, some parts will be decentralized. The decentralized part is definitely the pool, the staking, and then the swapping. Those are decentralized. Pretty much, that code is like everywhere. So that's not going to be a very hard part. The problem maybe might be some parts where this kind of having that bounty on a smart contract that's has not been pioneered yet. So I'm working on like those kind of smart contracts where you have the bounty and then the top fans who've been kind of sharing those links, sharing the word out there. They get that bounty based on their public address, public Ethereum address they have to that smart contract. So there's going to be some parts of it that is going to be a little bit centralized, like your login, like your IDs and stuff like that. And then a lot of those decentralized parts will be like a mix in the beginning, and will be more and more decentralized afterward. So that's kind of the basics of how this bounty system works with your fans sharing your content, and also the fans kind of being able to stake their tokens on a content creator's profile, maybe during a live stream, kind of like how maybe certain content creators, when they do a Twitch stream, they say, hey, like donate to me now, I'll do this for you, something like that. Yeah. That's gonna be like the OBS plugin I'm kind of creating right now, where during the Twitch stream, you stake your tokens, you can make your content creator do things you want. That kind of interaction between those people. Yeah, it's gonna be pretty crazy. So right now, there are certain parts of it I've kind of delved in. The content creator liquidity pool. So that's where the Uniswapping kind of stuff goes on. And definitely, I hope I can build this on Cardano as fast as possible. And also the PFAN token. That's the tokens emitted for providing liquidity or borrowing or swapping. The activity you have there will kind of provide tokens, and then in the beginning they'll be very high, and then they slowly roll out the more users start using this system. So definitely being early on the system will get you as much interest as possible. And then the NFT gems. This part is kind of going to be pretty hot later on. So these gems and these kind of badges based on your favorite content creator, that's going to be kind of one of the bigger things that is going to probably disrupt a lot of this space, because there's like people like Belle Delphine selling their bath water for like thousands of dollars, and like all these content creators making these crazy things. But how do you know this is Belle Delphine's bathwater, right? Like nobody knows. But with the NFT token, content creators can sell their bathwater as much as they want, or like spit or hair samples, that kind of thing. I'm kind of half joking here. hopefully the people listening to this won't take it too seriously, but half serious as well. There's going to be content creator NFTs kind of being able to be done for their most loyal fan base. Maybe they give their top 10 or their first 100 subscribers the right to actually buy one of these NFTs. Like you can make it exclusive to the first because when you subscribe to PowerFan, there's going to be a number attached to you, what number you subscribe to. The faster you subscribe to your content creator, the faster you can get into that 100 pool or 1,000 pool. So, there's an incentive to subscribe to your PowerFan, content creator as fast as possible. And then the NFT is attached to kind of, depending on, there's going to be a graphical user interface where the content creator can say, hey, only my first 1,000 fans has a right to bid on these NFT gems. And what can you do with these gems? So they're able, because they're like, incredible fans of their favorite content creator, they have governance kind of shouting rights. So they're be able to kind of, talk about what they want on the platform. I get to listen, my team gets to listen. So they have a shouting right that will be above anyone else's conversation. Once they send kind of, hey, I don't like this feature, please make this feature for me, they have shouting rights. I don't want to make it voting rights because I don't want the legality of if this is like something else, security or anything. So it's going to be shouting rights. And then the next one is kind of being able to be one of those curators of checking out if this is hate speech, if people should be banned or not. They have a higher voice for the automated system to get rid of hate speech and things like that. So I'm still kind of checking this out to check if people are going to abuse this or not, because people who are going to do these reporting, they will have to have know your customer. KYC will be done for these people getting these gems. And then, so because there's like so many anonymous people on YouTube banning me on YouTube, right? So that was one of the problems I had with YouTube. And NFT holders, they can trade, of course, they can do whatever with they have full ownership of the NFT gem. And I'm thinking about this new spawning system with NFT gems, where it kind of creates maybe a few NFT gems per year. So you can actually sell like a child gem every year. So those ideas are kind of trying to get out. That's like the basics of what I'm trying to do here. I have like a whole slide deck of like, how we're doing like, different milestones, the utility. This is going to be a little bit more out there. A lot of this is, of course, trying to get that vision of all fans, rewarding content creators in a decentralized platform and giving ownership of those fans to the content creator, because YouTube bans you, TikTok bans you, Facebook bans you, your like fan base is gone. Like what I want is the content creator to have full access to their fan base. And that is the future and vision of decentralized Fanbase Token. So this is my pitch. Hopefully we can get a lot of users to use this, and definitely I'm looking for angel investors as well. So, hopefully this blows up, man. Yep.
Interesting. And how has been the so far the feedback you've gotten on Catalyst from other members of the community? Have you got any comments or have they said anything about it?
I got to reply to a lot of comments, but I got some pretty cool comments here. Some awesome people kind of talking about different things, and definitely I'm kind of planning. This is my mentor, Jesse Krieger, by the way. Author, he's also kind of applied too, but we're kind of he has a author incubator as well, so I'm getting a lot of feedback from him. We met 2012 when I was in UC Berkeley at a business incubator in UC Berkeley called University Incubator, and he's giving me a lot of feedback. He has this author incubator right now where he's trying to onboard and kind of help people sell books and become authors. So we're trying to onboard some authors from his pool of author incubators, people, and I'm pretty excited about this idea. I think, I think the product itself, the kind of problem with a lot of founders, they fall in love with the product. I mean, this might not be the final product. It's going to take a lot of iterations. Maybe the token economics might change, or like how we use the NFTs, but the main problem I wanted to solve, the problem I'm falling in love with is like, hey, my fan base is not mine. It's YouTube, owning my fan base. That's number one. How do I make money as a content creator? Making money for content creators in a decentralized way where even if the company goes down, like, PowerFan, gets hit by I die tomorrow, it'll still run. I want to have that system. So those are the problems I want to solve. We'll solve it somehow. And, definitely kind of keeping in touch with the content creators and the open communication. That's going to be what is actually going to run this. So that's my plan right now. Mm-hmm.
Great. Yeah, I think it's also a good use case for blockchain technology, as you mentioned, like when you're a content creator, then nowadays by going into different, you can tap into different platforms, but at the end of the day, the platforms own the users, and so you don't control as a content creator your fan base, basically. So then, yeah, with something like this, then it makes it more decentralized wherever you go, or if the platform shuts down or shuts you down, then you can go and then go somewhere else or go directly and with your fan base. Yeah, I think it's very interesting for all the listeners and also people that are watching this on YouTube. You can also go directly to cardano.ideascale.com and look for the project there, as I said at the beginning. Or I see also that you also have the URL of your website on there, so you can also go to powerfan.io, powerfan.io, and then you'll be also able to discover more about the project, and also then you can get in touch with Albert, I guess, if you have more questions about it on the different social media channels. But yeah, thank you very much, Albert, for your time. I think it was very interesting to discuss the project. I don't know if there's anything else that we didn't discuss that you would like to talk about or ask the community about.
Oh yeah, I truly believe in what Hopkinson is doing and the Cardano family, and I definitely believe this is going to be a pretty amazing future for blockchain. Probably this year, I've definitely heard a lot about the .com bubble and the mobile gold rush, and I've heard so many things of those. And out of those bubbles and out of that excitement always comes like crazy innovation. It's always about that 20% of people who think they can change the world, and maybe out of 100 people, maybe one or two like Steve Jobs come out somehow, and it's going to definitely change everything we know as the future. Like blockchain will probably replace government. Blockchain will probably, one day you don't even need a president. One day everything's voted on the blockchain. The budgeting of the government is done. How you allocate how much to give to the police department is on the blockchain. The DMV is on the blockchain. Everything is so efficient and everything is voted on the blockchain. You don't need leaders anymore. Everything is decentralized. This future is coming, and governments are very scared of it. So let's give them hell. Let's make this world a better place and a decentralized and giving power back to the people. I truly believe in that vision, and I hope PowerFan can be like one part of it to help content creators get that power back with their fans. So thank you very much.
No, thank you, Albert, and thanks to everyone that has listened to the podcast. We'll be soon back with more interviews with other proposals from Catalyst and other teams. Thank you very much. Thank you, Albert, and thank you to all the listeners of the Cardano podcast. Cheers.
Thank you very much.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.